I'm visiting with Plainsmen coach Chuck Syverson as we get set for the season opener. Laramie taking on the preseason ranked number 2 and defending 4A champion Bronx in Sheridan here on Friday night. And coach, what a way to start the season when you get what I just talked about, number 2 and the defending champs. That's a pretty loaded game right away.
It is. They did lose a lot of guys from last year, which hopefully it hurt them a little bit. I know they've got some good players coming back, but obviously not having Crow back this year is definitely going to be a little bit of a step back for them at that position. And they've got some good linemen back, so we're going to have to contend with that. And they also have Steele back, who's got a lot of speed that can hurt us that way as well. But I think physically we're going to match up a little bit better speed-wise this year. I think we're a little bit better up front than we were last year, so we've got some pretty good weapons, I think, that'll allow us to counteract some of the things they're going to do.
I've heard some good things about a quarterback, but it's not a second-year quarterback like Blake Godwin. I thought he did a lot of things to hurt you at the same time as utilizing his weapons. How can you attack a first-year quarterback?
Defensively, I think you got to blitz them a little bit and try and make them uncomfortable, make them move out of the pocket. A lot of guys, especially those first-year guys, if they want to be able to read out of their plays, they want to be back there and be comfortable. So you need to make them as uncomfortable as possible, change his launch point. I think that'll help a lot. And mix up the coverages. That's even for a veteran quarterback, that's hard when you start changing coverages on a guy because we've got certain reads based on certain coverages. So between doing a little bit, some different things with the coverages and putting some pressure on and making them move around a little bit, that should make us pretty effective.
Speaking of veterans, you got 7 starters back on both sides of the ball, so you are a veteran team coming in here this year. Why do you feel confident this group can maybe excel more so than your first 3 years?
I think just the way we finished the year last year with our, the way we played against Kelly Walsh, and that was a big game that we had to win to get ourselves in good position. And I thought we played our best game of the year and probably the best game we played in 3 years. And so I felt pretty good about that. And with the offseason these guys have put in and some of the things we did at camp and some of the things we did this summer, they're confident in what they're doing, and that's a big part of it.
Defensively probably is the big question in terms of trying to take that next step. Do you feel like you're improved defensively?
We are, and we obviously had some issues that we had to work through at the end of the year last year on some scheme and some of the things that we were doing, so we had to clean those up. And that's just some coaching adjustments, and so we made those adjustments, and we're just hoping to be a little bit more athletic on the field. We got burnt on some big plays last year with our secondary, but we have all those guys back, so they're another year older, another year wiser, and hopefully we don't give up those plays this year.
Lastly, with Sheridan, it's tough to open against the Don Julian coach team, but to open at their place, is that much more difficult, or are you guys feeling okay with this matchup right away?
We're okay. It's a tough road trip. It's a long one, but I guess if you're going to have one, you might as well get it out of the way early. And we talk about, if you're playing a good team, you want to play them early before they have everything in, before they've had a lot of time to see what you're doing. And I think we're doing enough different things this year compared to last year. That's going to take them some time to adjust to that. And they've had their system in place for quite some time, so we feel pretty good about what they're going to be doing, and we kind of have a pretty good handle on what they're going to be doing, and hopefully we can counteract some of their things that we think they'll be successful at.
Well, here's to a big season. There's nobody rooting for you more than me, so good luck here tonight, or good luck Friday night, I should say, but I'm looking forward to it and can't wait to see what you guys put on the field.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
Coach Chuck Syverson, Plainsmen at Sheridan, 6 p.m. kickoff Friday night from Homer Scott Field. If you want to listen to it, it's on the radio on KOWB starting at 4:30 Friday afternoon.